Hi, I'm Shakun Gidwani. I am the head of strategy for Siemens Healthineers. It's great to be here at NATHEALTH and listen to all these stalwarts and the industry leaders and get to understand how they're looking at the future of healthcare and yeah, great to be here. Well, yes, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. It is true. But then let me just say that quality comes at a cost. We're looking at some of the best products being available from world over in the country. But having said that, there are certain other aspects that organizations or providers need to look at. So they need to look at it from a long-term perspective, a cost-benefit ratio perspective, and look at how they are streamlining their processes, how they adapting and training their staff, and looking at other aspects of driving efficiencies in the system to kind of leverage these technologies and maximize returns over time. Of course, there are things like the financial models one could look at. What is the flexibility that the providers are providing, or the OEMs are providing in this case, and if there is a risk-reward relationship one could look at in terms of customized engagements with the providers. So those are some of the aspects. Training again would play an important role because how are the staff utilizing or the technicians utilizing the equipment, how efficiencies are there. Some of these aspects are critical. Of course, government support is also required. Make in India is gaining momentum and all companies will move towards that. But over time, I think the current situation is that we have a 30-70 ratio there, and maybe the government could look at providing some rebate in terms of taxes or customs duty, and that would also help OEMs like ourselves pass on this benefit to providers. So yeah, some of these aspects could help. Yeah. So tier 2, in fact, not just 2, 3 are definitely critical. If you look at the affordability aspects, of course, that's increasing across different parts of India. There are aspects around awareness coming into play. People are more aware. They are opting for preventive screening. They're opting for screening for certain clinical conditions. So that's definitely going to drive demand. But having said that, there is obviously a need to set up more hospitals in these regions, and a lot of providers are moving towards that. One can also look at what kind of models one could look at. I mean, if you look at it from the perspective of, let's say there's a small city and there is a universe around it, so one could look at hub and spoke models, and how do we leverage this to kind of drive patient volumes across these hospitals, or look at digital, leveraging digital and AI, which is very, very great in India in terms of internet penetration and mobile penetration. So how can we leverage that ecosystem also becomes critical. So all these things, if leveraged along with mobility, could drive demand. And of course, financial models again, in this case, would also play a role.